Investiture of the Gods, Chapter 65.
And the source material, it doesn't waste any time setting the stakes, does it?
Not at all.
The scene opens with just bam, instant brutal finality. You've got the dramatic defeat of the powerful Luo Xuan by Li Jing.
And Li Jing doesn't just, win. He deploys the devastating 33 Heaven Golden Pagoda. It's a show of overwhelming, immediate power. The text is pretty graphic.
Yeah.
It describes the pagoda crashing down on Luo Xuan, scattering his, brain matter is the term used.
Mm-hmm.
And his spirit gets sent straight to the platform of Investiture of the Gods, the Sanctioned Tai. This violence, right at the start, it establishes the capability of the immortals. They can absolutely eradicate opponents if they want to.
Okay, so this is where it gets really interesting. We have Jiang Zia. He's the chief strategist for the Zhu King.
Yeah, it's him, the main guy on the ground.
And he's trying to hold this critical ceremony, the Baijing, the commander sealing thing.
Yes, a crucial step in formalizing the campaign.
But everything's stalled. Why? Because of this one guy, Yin Jiao.
Exactly. And Yin Jiao is a problem far beyond just being a powerful warrior. He's actually a former disciple of Guan Chengzi, one of the main immortals.
Oh, okay. So there's history there.
Lots of history.
Yeah.
And he possesses immense power. Plus, he's wielding artifacts like the Fan Tian Yin, the Turning Heaven Seal, which is incredibly formidable.
So he's a major threat, and he's rebelling against the Zhu cause.
He is. But unlike Luo Xuan, he's sort of protected by his own words, by a promise he made.
A promise. Talk about destiny management. What was the promise?
He'd previously made this solemn, really binding oath. He swore that if he ever failed in his duties or crucially rebelled against his master,
Which he's now doing.
which he is absolutely doing, then he would suffer the Plow and Hoe fate, the Li Chu Zi, and specifically at West Qi, Xi Qi.
The plow and hoe. What does that even mean? Sounds agricultural.
It's deliberately archaic and brutal sounding. It signifies a specific preordained and rather grim end. And that oath, that's the key constraint here.
Right.
The immortals realize they can't just kill him. They can't just send him to the Fengshen Tai like Lu Xuan.
Why not? Because it would break the oath.
Precisely. Doing so would violate the integrity of his own commitment. It would mess up the cosmic order of cause and effect, you see.
Okay, so they have to subdue him in a way that allows this specific fate, the plow and hoe he invoked himself, to actually happen.
Exactly. It's like the highest form of spiritual contract enforcement. His words bind not just him, but how he must be dealt with.
So the strategy shifts completely. It's not about brute force. It's about containment.
Containment and fulfillment. Ran Deng, who's a very high-ranking Taoist, basically lays it out for Guan Chengzi.
Guan Chengzi, the former master.
The very same. Ran Deng tells him, look, to successfully trap this incredibly powerful figure and enforce that specific fate, they need 4 particular magical banners. Baoqi.
And they don't have them all.
Nope. They only possess one at the moment. The Jade Purity Yellow banner, the Yujing Huang Qi, that's their home team banner, essentially.
So 3 more to go. The quest begins.
The quest is on. And Guan Chengzi, who's one of their most capable, diplomats, really, he immediately shifts gears from battlefield advisor to divine artifact shopper.
A celestial shopping trip.
Pretty much. And it signals just how important this interlineage cooperation is going to be.
Okay, so where's the first stop on this shopping trip?
First stop is clearly defined as family business. He uses his signature travel method, the earthwalking technique.
Right, just zips over there.
Zips over to Xuandu Cave at the 8 Sceneries Palace. This is Lao Zi's domain, the grand patriarch of their whole lineage.
So going straight to the top, what's he after?
He needs the first missing piece.
Yeah.
The Away from Earth Flamelight banner, the Lidi Yang Wang Qi.
And how does that go? Any trouble?
Absolutely none. What's fascinating here is the total lack of friction. It's almost anticlimactic.
Really?
Yeah. Guan Chengzi doesn't even go inside the palace. He just sends a message via the attendant, the Xuandu Great Master.
And Lao Zia.
Without even meeting it, without a word exchanged directly, just instructs the master. Hand over the flags.
Just like that?
Just like that. It shows that within their immediate Jade Purity spiritual family, cooperation is instantaneous. It's hierarchical, unquestioning. So that's the easy part of the mission done.
Okay, flag number 2 secured. 1 down, 2 to go. Where next?
He secures that first missing banner and immediately pivots. His next objective requires, significant travel. Think interdimensional.
Ooh, sounds serious.
And more importantly, it requires some serious philosophical diplomacy. He's heading to the Western Paradise, the Jifangji Lejiang.
Western Paradise. That
Yeah.
sounds different. What's he looking for there?
He's seeking the Blue Lotus Precious Color banner, the Kingly and Bao's key.
And I'm guessing this trip isn't going to be as easy as the last one.
You guessed correctly. This represents a major step up in difficulty. He's now dealing with a completely different religious and, frankly, political sphere.
Right.
So when he meets the main figure there, the receiving and guiding Taoist, he runs straight into resistance. And it's rooted in their philosophy.
What's their argument?
The Taoist makes a pretty firm stand. He argues that the Western Paradise operates by the principle of Qing Jing Wu Wei.
Which means?
Pure and non-active, basically. Their spiritual realm, he says, is too pristine. This banner, this powerful artifact, it cannot be tainted by red dust, Ren Bu De Hong Qin.
Red dust meaning worldly affairs, conflict.
Exactly. Getting involved in the messy, temporal, violent conflicts of the Eastern powers. It's just not their way.
So basically, not our monkeys, not our circus.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
This stance really highlights the tension, between the interventionist Taoism driving the Zhu cause and the sort of detachment of these nascent Western teachings. They see the Eastern conflict as messy politics, not their problem.
So how does Guangchengzi handle that? He can't just demand it.
No, he knows he can't argue military necessity. That won't fly. He has to argue, cosmic unity.
Okay, philosophical debate time.
And he counters with a really brilliant piece of, you could call it philosophical statesmanship. He asserts that the three teachings are originally one family, Sanjiao Yuan Lai Shi Jia.
Ah, the unity argument.
Exactly. He stresses that the Zhu King's mandate isn't just local. It's not limited geographically. All domains north, south, east, west are now, spiritually speaking, under the umbrella of this ascending heavenly order.
So he's saying you might think you're separate, but this cosmic shift involves everyone.
That's the implication. He's basically saying if you ignore the Zhu's mandate, you're kind of ignoring heaven's will.
Mm-hmm.
And for a tradition pursuing purity, that's a bit of a philosophical contradiction, isn't it?
Clever point. Does it work?
It lays the groundwork. But the real strategic turning point, the thing that actually seals the deal, comes when another Western figure intervenes, the Zunti Taoist.
Okay, what's his angle? More philosophy.
Not exactly.
Yeah.
Zunti's intervention isn't based on charity or even philosophical agreement, really. It seems to be based on pure, shrewd political calculation.
Politics in paradise.
You could say that. He points out this massive heavenly energy signature he's observed over the east, this 3,000-foot red aura, Sankinzang Hong Qi Chongkong.
Okay. It sounds impressive. What does it mean?
And he links it directly to the West's own cyclical understanding of time, their 500-year flower cycle.
So he sees a connection, an opportunity.
Exactly. The implication is crystal clear. This Eastern conflict, this rise of the Zhu, it's generating a vast spiritual opportunity. A power surge, if you like.
Ah, I see where this is going.
By lending the banner, Zunti argues, they can strategically borrow the prestige of the Eastern Great Teaching.
So ride their coattails, basically.
In a way, yes. Position the Western spiritual tradition to benefit from the coming golden age of the Zhu dynasty. It's an investment in future influence. It's not just a friendly loan, it's a calculated move.
Wow. That's some high-level maneuvering.
It really is. And that calculated connection seals the deal. The Western Paradise is now officially involved, albeit for their own strategic reasons, and Guangchengzi walks away with a second external flag.
Okay, so that's two flags secured, one through family ties, the other through some pretty intense negotiation and strategic alignment.
Two very different methods, yeah.
So two down, one original banner, that makes three. They head back to West Qi, presumably feeling pretty good.
You'd think so. But when they get back, and Randang lists the four necessary banners again, south, east, center, that's their Jane Purity Yellow banner, and west. They realize they are still missing the fourth one, the plain color cloud boundary banner, the Su's Yunji Qi.
Still one short after all that.
Still one short. And what's wonderful here, just a great little detail in the narrative, is that all these high-ranking, incredibly ancient immortals, Randang, Guangchengzi, and even the South Pole immortal, none of them seem to know where this last flag actually is.
Seriously, the top brass doesn't know.
Nope. It shows that even in the divine world, specialized knowledge is compartmentalized. Not everyone knows everything.
So how do they find it? Does someone have to go on another big quest?
Actually, no. The solution comes from a much more unexpected place. It comes from the domestic side of the command tent, which I just love.
Domestic side.
Yeah. The Jing's son, the gnome-like general.
Right, the Earthwalker guy.
He's just chatting about the problem with his wife, Deng Chanyu, just hashing it out.
Okay.
And it turns out the powerful Longji princess, Longji Gongzu, happens to overhear them from her quiet room nearby.
Longji princess. Isn't she the one banished from heaven?
That's her. Banished for a relatively minor transgression, but she still holds the keys, or at least the knowledge, of the Supreme Celestial Administration.
And she knows about the flag.
She provides the crucial intel. She reveals the flag's other name, the Gathering Immortal Flag, Juxian-Chi.
Gathering Immortal Flag. What's that mean?
Its true purpose, she explains, isn't for battle at all. It belongs to the Queen Mother of the West Yuan Mu at her palace, Yaoqi.
The Queen Mother. The Queen Mother.
The one and only. And the flag is used for one specific thing: to summon all immortals to the grand celestial meeting held at Yaoqi. It's like the official invitation banner for the biggest event in heaven.
Wow. Okay, so this shifts the quest entirely, doesn't it?
Completely. They're no longer dealing with fellow deists or even rival spiritual leaders. Now they have to approach the supreme administrative head of the Western Heavens. This isn't negotiation, it's formal petition.
Right, you can't just show up and ask for that.
Exactly. This requires pure statecraft. So the South Pole immortal, Nanji Hian Wang, is dispatched. He's known for his diplomacy and seniority.
And he goes to Yaoqi.
He approaches Yaoqi basically as a supplicant, not an equal. He submits a formal, highly deferential petition directly to the Golden Mother, which is another title for the Queen Mother.
What does the petition say? Just, can we borrow your flag?
Not quite. What's stressed in the petition is crucial. He doesn't just ask for a loan. He frames the request entirely in terms of cosmic necessity.
How so?
He outlines Yin Zhao's rebellion, his violation of that specific oath, and emphasizes the need to expedite the whole investiture of the gods process because it's causing disruption throughout heaven and earth. This isn't just about winning a battle. It's about restoring universal order.
So appealing to her role as the ultimate administrator.
Precisely. And the response from the Golden Mother, well, it's the ultimate celestial endorsement of the entire Zhu campaign.
She grants it.
After the immortal waits patiently, you don't rush the Queen Mother, she grants the banner. It's dispatched formally by 4 celestial maidens.
Wow.
And her decree comes with it. She explicitly confirms that the Zhu king, Zhu Wu, is destined to rule for 800 years. And crucially, that his rise is in accordance with heaven's will. Zheng Hitiansin.
That is huge. That's the highest possible confirmation they could get, isn't it?
Absolutely. By lending this specific artifact, the Juxian-Chi, the Queen Mother, effectively transforms the conflict. It's no longer just a civil war between the Shang and Zhou dynasties.
It's now.
It's now an official act sanctioned and supported by the highest heavenly authority recognized across different factions. The mandate of heaven is now formally, undeniably confirmed.
And they finally have all 4 artifacts ready for deployment.
All 4 banners are in hand. The Immortals have assembled the perfect, you might say, spiritualized trap. Randang then details the exact deployment. It's a quadrilateral formation designed to define the entire battlefield.
Okay, let's visualize this. 4 flags. How are they set up?
Right. The Lidiang Guangqi, the flamelight banner they got from Lao Zi, goes to the south.
South. Got it.
The Qinglin Bios Qi, the blue lotus banner from the Western Paradise, is placed in the east.
Please. Okay.
The original Jade Purity yellow banner, that's the home team one, occupies the critical center position.
Makes sense.
And the newly acquired, cosmically endorsed Suz Yunji Qi, the cloud boundary banner from Yaoqi, covers the west.
South, east, center, west. Wait, what about north?
And the brilliance of the plan is in that strategic omission.
Leaving north open. That seems like a mistake.
Not a mistake at all. By covering 3 cardinal directions plus the center, the formation leaves only the north open.
Yeah.
This isn't sloppy strategy. It is masterful engineering of destiny.
Engineering destiny. How? Why leave the north open?
Because the north is the only direction that leads straight back towards West Xi.
West Qi, where the oath has to be fulfilled.
Precisely. The formation isn't designed to kill Yin Zhao, not directly. It's designed to herd him, to contain his escape options and physically direct him towards the one place on Earth where he must suffer the fate he himself invoked all that time ago.
The plow and hoe.
The plow and hoe. The powerful magical banners block every other escape route, funneling him inevitably towards his promised doom. Yin Zhao at Qixian suffers the plow and hoe.
So the signal for the Zhu forces to actually move, it comes from like a celestial clock almost. Nanji Xinwang, the South Pole immortal, he shows up.
Right, the top delegate from Kunlun.
And he delivers the message. The auspicious time is near. That's the green light from the heavens.
And once they get that confirmation, Randing Daran, he's the deputy sec leader of the Chan school, he takes charge of the magical side of things.
Okay.
He knows they can't just throw warriors at this. They need their best treasures, coordinated to build a net. Yin Jiao literally can't escape.
Oh.
This is where that precision planning really kicks in.
Okay, wait, I have to jump in here. We talk about spiritual battles a lot, but this setup sounds incredibly physical. Like placing flags in specific directions, Zhan and Li. Why was that so important? Couldn't they just, group up and blast him?
Ah, good question. See, that's the key. That they're not just fighting a prince, they're fighting that seal, and it probably has its own defensive fields.
Mm-hmm.
The directions, that's about leveraging the 5 elements, the cosmic setup from the I Ching.
So like cosmic geometry?
Kinda, yeah. Putting the right treasures in the right spot, center, east, west, south, creates this, an interference pattern. Physical, spiritual, elemental. They're building a whole system, not just setting a simple trap.
Okay, let's break down that grid then. Randing himself takes the center, the Wuji position, and he's holding the ultimate defense from the Jade Void Palace, the apricot yellow flag.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Then Manchu's Rigwamfa Tianzhen, he takes the east-west Kishan spot. That's the Zem position thing, Thunderwood element. And he's got the Azure Lotus treasured color flag. Yes. And Yin Zhao's own master, Qi Jingzi, who must be just heartbroken, he takes the south, the Lai position, the fire element. He's holding the Lidi flame light flag in Haibos. The text even says it's a Xuandu treasure, tied right into the 5 elements.
Imagine being Yin Jiao, running right into your master who's positioned in the element of, destruction. The symbolism is intense.
Definitely.
But here's maybe the most interesting part. The Western position. Jiang Ziya himself deploys the polyimmortal banner. It's treasure from Yaoqi, the Jasper Pool.
Okay.
But the source makes a point. King Wu Yi, the mortal king, he has to be there. He has to physically hold that position alongside the banner.
Why put the king right there? Seems like a huge risk.
Because the whole divine plan needs that mortal buy-in, that legitimacy. King Wu's presence isn't just symbolic. It grounds the whole celestial operation on Earth. It links the magical trap to the political reality, the mandate of heaven shifting to Zhu. It fuses spiritual and political authority right there on the battlefield.
Wow. Okay. So while this perfect magical grid is being laid out, Yin Zhao's own general, Zhang Shan and Li Jin, they're actually starting to freak out a little.
Yeah, they sense something's wrong. They see this, killing aura around the Zhu camp, and they actually suggest, hey, let's pull back to Chao's now. They recognize Jiang Ziya's strategy is, like a god's.
But Yin Zhao...
This is where his big flaw, his hubris, really shows. He just waves them off, completely dismisses their fears. He's relying entirely on the raw power of the Fantian seal. His thinking is basically, my master feared this thing so nobody can stop it.
He thinks it's just about one big hit.
Exactly. One swing, battle over. He has absolutely no idea that the real battle is already being won in the heavens with those flags.
And that perfectly sets up phase 1, the ground assault, the night raid. Jiang Ziya launches it at Wenjing past midnight, plunges the Shan camp into just planned chaos.
Right. This isn't just random fighting. It's about creating a psychological breakdown, forcing Yin Jiao to panic and run straight into the net they just set up.
And look at the coordination. It's a triple attack, right? Hits them everywhere at once.
Yep. You've got Huang Fei leading his father and son army. Powerful symbolism there, charging the main gate, punching right through the front door.
At the same time, Deng Zhigong slams into the left supply route.
And then Gongxi hits the right supply route. They're not even trying to get Yin Jiao directly at first. They're cutting off his army's legs. Supplies, retreat paths, gone.
And the backup, the heavy hitters?
Noza and Yang Jian. They're positioned to basically soak up whatever magic Yin Jiao throws out immediately.
And he does, right. He defaults straight to his artifacts, throws the falling soul bell, the hue.
That thing can literally knock your spirit out of your body. And it works. He catches Huang Tianhua, knocks him clean off his mount, shows the immediate danger to the Zhou heroes.
But this is where the Zhou side really adapts. Yin Jiao chucks the Fantian seal at Yang Jian, probably the shiftiest guy on the field.
Yeah. And Yang Jian uses his famous 8-9 mysterious skill. He doesn't just, jump out of the way. Yeah. No, he shifts his form instantly. The seal is pure force, but it can't hit something it can't, define. Its power just fizzles against him.
Clever. And Niza, he does something crucial, too.
He does. He sees the falling soul bell is still a threat, so he sacrifices his own treasure, the gold brick, throws it right at the bell.
A direct collision.
Yep. The description is 10,000 rays of light, basically a huge magical explosion that neutralizes the bell's attack, buying everyone precious seconds.
And while the magic is clashing, the mortal battle ends pretty brutally. Nan Gongxi takes down Legion.
And Zhang Shan falls to a combined attack. Sun Yanhong distracts him, sprays him with a mouthful of fierce fire, just burns his face, which gives Deng Zhigang the opening to cut him down.
So just like that, Yin Zhao's command structure is gone.
In hours, yeah. General's dead, defenses smashed, add in the pressure from the Immortals, plus Lei Zhenli showing up with 6 arms and weapons. It's overwhelming. Jin Zhao sees it's lost. The camp is lost.
So he grabs his artifacts.
And flees. Heads towards Qishan, running exactly where they wanted him to run. Straight into the trap.
So the second Yin Zhao turns his back, the whole dynamic shifts. It's not about military chaos anymore. It's about mystical geometry.
Exactly. He thinks he's running back to Shaosh to get reinforcements. But nope. He's running smack into that celestial net they laid out earlier.
And this part, it's really about the spiritual side of things, isn't it? The broken oath.
Absolutely. You have to keep this in mind. Yin Zhao swore a really serious oath on a plow and hoe to his master Guang Chengzi. He vowed to help the Zhu.
But he broke it, sided with Shang.
Right. And now that prophecy, the peril of the plow and hoe, it's coming to... This isn't just tactics. It's cosmic justice playing out.
And each part of this net seems designed specifically for the Fantian seal. He hits Manjusri Guamka Tianzun first.
Correct. Manjusri steps out. Yin Zhao does his one move, throws the seal. But Manjusri's holding that Azure Lotus treasured color flag in the east-west position.
What does it do?
He unfurls it, and it creates this golden light and manifests a Sara. Jezariah. Think of a Sara, like a super potent spiritual relic, crystallized wisdom.
Okay.
This divine presence just makes the seal's power vague, distant. It basically fizzles out, can't find its target.
Wow. So the seal fails. He pulls it back.
Has to. And flees south right into Qi Jingzi. Yeah, and Qi Jingzi calls him out on it. Reminds him straight up about the disaster of the spoken oath. Then he unfurls his flag, the Lady Flame Light flag, from the south position.
The fire element one.
Right, the Xuandu treasure linked to the 5 elements. The seal just starts to roll aimlessly in the sky.
So Manjusri used spiritual power to make it miss. Qi Jingzi used elemental power to make it uncontrollable.
Exactly. 2 different types of interference. Yin Zhao's getting desperate now. He bolts towards the center of the grid.
And meets Randing Darin, the leader of the whole operation.
Yep. And Randing also brings up the oath. Warns him his master has 100 plows and harrows waiting for him. Poetic justice, right?
Definitely. So Randing uses his flag, the anchor.
The apricot yellow flag
Yes.
for the center. The ultimate defense. Yin Zhao throws the seal again, and this flag generates 10,000 golden lotuses.
Golden lotuses.
Yeah, like this incredible field of pure defensive energy. It's so powerful that Yin Zhao has to yank the seal back fast, or the flag might actually just capture the artifact itself.
Okay, 3 flags, 3 failures for the seal. Where does he go now?
Wes, and there he spots him. Yang Zia, the one he sees as the real enemy, standing right next to King Wu.
Who must be terrified seeing Yin Zhao coming with the 3 heads and 6 arms?
Oh, absolutely petrified.
Yes.
Zia,
Yeah.
rock solid. He unfurls the last flag, the polyimmortal banner, the Yaoqi treasure,
And this one.
creates diffused clouds and exotic fragrance. Another type of interference. Again, the seal is nullified. 4 times in a row. His ultimate weapon is useless.
So Zia's done defending.
Now he attacks. Zia hits him with the god-beating whip. Doesn't capture him, but drives him away from the battle line, pushing him further into the final part of the trap. So now Yin Zhao is he's physically trapped. No way back to Choj. He runs north, pursued relentlessly. He's literally run out of options.
And here's that really ironic moment, right? He's backed up against mountains, makes a final, desperate prayer.
Asks heaven for a sign. Wants to know if the Shang dynasty still has the mandate.
And he uses the Fantian seal one last time, throws it at the mountain.
And it works. It smashes right through the peaks, creates a path.
And he thinks, a sign.
Exactly. He rushes in yelling, "The Shang dynasty will not fall." He completely misreads it.
So it wasn't a blessing.
No, it was just the seal being incredibly powerful against rock. It wasn't heaven intervening. It was just physics, magical physics. Now she's trapped in the valley he just created.
Last resort.
The earth burrowing technique. It's a classic cultivator escape move. Tunnel through the earth, pop up somewhere else.
But they planned for everything. They didn't just know where he'd run. They knew where he'd try to escape from.
That's the genius of it. Total anticipation.
Yeah.
So the final move, it's almost anticlimactic in its simplicity. Yin Zhao uses the Tudin. His head just pops out of the top of the mountain peak to get his bearings.
Okay.
And Randing Daren, who's been tracking him, perfectly positioned, he just raises his hands and claps them together.
Just clap.
Just claps. And that simple gesture causes the two mountain peaks, the ones he and Jiao just smashed apart, to squeeze back together.
Oh, wow. Trapping him.
Trapping his whole body inside the mountain with just his head sticking out. The power that smashed the mountain couldn't stop the mountain from closing back in when directed by a high, immortal, fulfilling cosmic law.